Is it working? It's working. Okay, I got this whole new fucking setup for stream, like it's with the software and stuff. So I'm like figuring shit out. Hi everyone, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it? It's fucking Tuesday, isn't it? Do you get enough revenue from YouTube streams to justify this much stress? I don't get any revenue from YouTube streams. Just a lot of people watch me over there, so I'm being nice. Should have tricked us for April Fools. Bro, I don't got time for that shit. I don't got the time for that shit. I got so much fucking shit going on in my life right now, chat. You have no fucking idea. Could be worse. Could be TikTok, chat. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. With this new software, I can actually stream to TikTok. But unfortunately, I have to ask for access to it, so. But maybe. Maybe I'll be a TikTok streamer. Please don't. It's not like you guys have to deal with anything. Don't bring TikTokers here, please. This is our safe space fair. Y'all ready for some sad? Bro, we got some good shit today. Got some fucking, what's it called? Car crash videos. Pog. I'm pogging. We got a new Nick Crowley video, Pog. And some other shit. I don't know. Hi, first time catching one of your YouTube streams. I won't be chatting much since I'm typing on my phone, but watch it on my TV. Hope you have a great day, night. Everyone, thank you so much, Rainbow Rust. I appreciate that. Also, another Pog. YouTube and Twitch chat with this new software, by the way. They're all intertwined into one singular chat. So I don't have to look at two chats at the same time, which would save me a lot of mental stress. So I need you guys to be nice to each other. All right? I need you to be nice to each other. Bring back segregation. It's not like you guys can see it. Only me. I promise I won't bite anyone in Twitch chat. See, you guys are fine. They're fine. Watching you on YouTube but chatting on Twitch. Dude. Okay. I didn't have time to figure this out. Thank you. Thank you. For the $2. I have big liver content. Watch your vids every night. Thank you so much. Why is the font for Twitch chat different? Bro, I don't know. Sorry, chat. I'm going to finish my sandwich first. Is this an April Fool's stream? Yeah. I'm not even real. I'm not real, chat. April Fool's. I'm not real. I'm actually AI. Sorry, chat. Like the famous YouTuber, streamer, XQC said, what are all these artists complaining about? Like, AI art is just better. Like, get over it, you know? He actually did say that. Like, just get over it, guys. Like, come on. Arts is saying, like, AI art's just better than you guys. Like, sorry?
No, I won't be nice to YouTube chat. They can kiss my hairy butt. Yeah, that's right. They can suck my balls. Oh, YouTube chat can actually see this. Huh, holds up middle finger high. YouTube chat.
I said play nice. Play nice. Shut up. I'm going to put you both in timeout. I swear to God. He just made it so no one will ever do commission work for anything he needs ever again. Dude, he was literally making art of himself. And then people were saying AI art's bad. He's like, I don't know why everyone's complaining. Like, AI art is just so much better than regular artists. Like, sorry, I'm not going to pay you to get, like, something that's worse than AI art. Which is actually fucking insane, because AI art, like, unironically, is just soulless, and you could tell that it's just not good. You know? Don't stop talking, pig. I'm almost finished. All right, I'm done. I'm going to stop talking. Why is there no sound? Why is there no sound? Why is there no sound? I can't hear anything. Why? No fucking audio. What is happening?
What the hell are you talking about?
Like, what? I don't understand. Why is there no audio? Thank you, Snake of Wrath, for the 27 months, by the way. What if I replay? It's still not... What happened? Sound is just too low. No, there is literally zero sound. There is no sound coming out of it. It's this new fucking shit I got, dude. It fucked everything up. Thank you, Jada Happy, for the $2. Thank you, MLG, for the 2 months. Like, what happened? Let's switch to this. Overlays. Edit. Wrong overlay. This one? Yeah. What if I emulate subscriber? It's just muted. Like even on this screen. Even on this screen, it's muted. Why?
Stuff in the dishwasher, is it clean?
Yeah.
Okay then. Haven't bite your sandwich?
Yeah.
Bring it here. I'll take a bite.
It's kind of messy. Careful.
Is it good?
Yeah, that's good. It's way better with the actual sauce on it. Drop some lettuce, bro.
Where's my bite? I want to see what it tastes like. Echo. So, was it soggy?
Don't step on it. Here.
Don't step on what? I can't even see.
Right there. By the drums. The onion.
Oh. I see it now. There.
I'm almost done. Thank you, Princess Lemon Drop. Thank you, Beat, for the $10. Thank you, Marlo, for the tier 1 sub. What is happening? Why can't I hear it? Try unmuting it. Shut the fuck up. It's not muted. Look. It's not muted. It's just not playing audio. Why? I don't understand. Close it, then open it. That's not how it works, chat. I promise you. I promise you. I'm telling you right now. If you have a thought that goes through your brain right now, I want you to stop and say, wait a second. The streamer knows more than I do. Okay? All right? If you have an idea, if you have a thought, I want you to stop and be like, oh, yeah, wait. The streamer actually knows more than me.
Ooh, sour burn.
Okay. Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up.
This is a test of the pig broadcasting system.
Okay, hold up, it's working. I don't know what I did, but it's working. Thank you so much, Aries, for the 100 bits. We're back. I don't know what I did, but we're back. My IQ is more than yours. I scored a 169 on the autism test. Are you sure about that?
What the hell are you talking about?
You sure about that? There's autism points? Yes. And yes, this is Jersey Mike's.
It's okay, I work in IT. Whenever I test something, it just works.
Thank you, Aries. Was my autism rank? I'm ranked 169. Firehouse is where it's at. All right. Firehouse is good, but
What the hell are you talking about?
when I DoorDash Firehouse, every time it gets to my house, the bread is so soggy, it's unedible. That's why I don't DoorDash Firehouse anymore. I go get it. But yeah, they had like it was so terrible. Like I've done it multiple times. What is this, a Hassan stream? Sorry, I had a busy day. I had a busy fucking day. All right? Sue me. I didn't get a chance to eat. I don't DoorDash after seeing people kill others for no tip. That's a weird reason to not use DoorDash. Don't use DoorDash because it wastes money. That's a better reason. All right. So chat, let's run down, my situation. So, I'm going to have to move. I'm going to have to sell this house and move. I don't want to. I have to. Long story short, after like the paperwork for all the bankruptcy shit goes through, yeah, I will not be able to afford the house on top of paying for everything that I have to pay for. So, in light of that, I'm going to be moving. Thank you, all the cute. I'm going to attempt to sell this house. We're not going to be able to sell right away because there's a lot of things we have to fix on the house. So I'm selling like everything I own, basically, to make up for fixing the things that need to be fixed in the house in order to sell it. Pig's going to be homeless for a while. Yeah. Okay, so we're kind of in a pickle because right now we're like trying to figure out where to move because I don't want to stay in this state. Illinois is one of the worst states by far to live in if you are self-employed. And the income tax that you have to pay on top of a self-employment tax that you have to pay, on top of the IRS taxing you even more than normal because of that. So, right now, we're in the market of moving out of state. We don't know where yet. We're thinking Tennessee, like Nashville or something like that, or maybe we considered Wisconsin, but I don't know. There's also Texas, like Austin, Texas, but I mean, with how the like shit's going down in Texas right now with all the like stuff in schools and everything, I don't know. So yeah. That's kind of where we're at. But in light of that, I'm going to be doing a subathon this weekend. Don't quote me on that. It might change. Just because of all the things that I'm going to be having to do for the next few months. I'm going to be having to do a lot. If Pig moves to Kansas, we could do... I was actually thinking of moving to Kansas City because I have family out there. But Kansas is not good with income tax either. The main reason I'm moving is so I can avoid a situation like this again. Because I don't want to end up in a situation where, again, where taxes screw me over so hard that I literally can't, like, live. Like, Illinois is just fucking horrible. Like, self-employed people, like, I genuinely don't know how they survive in this state. Like, it feels absolutely impossible. So, but yeah, like we don't really necessarily know. We don't have like a finite place we're gonna go yet. I feel bad for Ezra because, you know, like any child doesn't really want to move. Like, you know, it's going to be rough on him. Especially because I don't know, I might have to like live with my parents or get an apartment for a while. But yeah, we're probably going to do a subathon on Friday. Most likely. Moving sucks for kids, but he will settle. I just want to move before he gets too old. You know, like I feel like if you're moving when you're like, you know, in grades 5 and below, it's a little like easier to transition. Thank you, Alex, for the $5. I appreciate that. But you know, like if he was in like high school and he's, you know, lived there for years and years and years and years, that would be way worse. He's lived here for like a year and a half, 2 years, I think. So it's not like it's gonna suck, but you know, it's not like an enormous deal. Have you tried Michigan? Yeah, we considered that. We considered Michigan. We considered Colorado. We even considered Nevada, because they're all really good with self-employment. But apparently Tennessee is like #1 next to Texas when it comes to self-employment. That's why a lot of streamers move to Austin, Texas, because of how good, like how easy it is to live there whenever you're self-employed. California, yeah, hell no. I'm sorry. I'm gonna avoid California like the plague. No offense to Californians, it's just I've been there, man, and it's not for me. It's not. Tennessee is an amazing spot to move, and rental is really cheap there. That's what I've seen. One thing that is really annoying though, just do New Hampshire, bro. New Hampshire's so expensive. I would love to. Massachusetts, I would fucking love to, but my God, that's expensive. But one thing I've noticed about cities, and for example, Nashville, there is not a single house that's for sale. Every house is a rental. Like, I wanted to buy a house because we have fucking, you know, animals, right? We have the best weed on God. Dude, that's one thing that would suck to move to Tennessee. They're not legal. That would suck, you know? But it is what it is. But dude, like all these big businesses just buy a billion houses and just rent them. It's like, it's crazy. Like I would love to actually buy a house, but it just feels like everything's just a rental. Kentucky doesn't want you, bro. Trust me, I don't want Kentucky. Weed is legal in Florida? Yeah, I'm not touching Florida. It's found a 4-bed, 3-house for sale in Tennessee for $280,000. Yeah, but take into this account, what's the schooling like? Is it in an area that's nice? Is it surrounded by, like, you know, decent people or houses? What is it next to? Is it in the middle of nowhere? Those are the things I have to consider as a parent. You know, if I wasn't a parent, I'd just be like, fuck it, let's take an apartment in a goddamn skyscraper in Nashville and call it good, right? I wouldn't give a fuck. But, like, I have a child. I need my child to live in a nice area, maybe have some neighbor kids that he plays with, also have, like, a park nearby. You know, he needs to have a good school. Like, there's a lot of shit I have to consider. Could be good for your son with that one kid in class. Yeah, that's actually what me and my wife talked about. Is we kind of want to get him away from that kid. Renting a house with 3 other people plus 3 dogs for 3,400 Canadian monthly. Yeah, that's another thing. Is animals and renting is tough. Out Spectre with the $20. This got on my mom's Social Security and have some excess at the moment. Sounds like this would be a better spent helping someone who needs it rather than a 114th model airplane. Wishing you and your family a smooth move. Dude, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I really do. Maine is really nice. Oh my God, I know, dude. Maine is probably like, Maine and Massachusetts are probably like our dream states where we want to move to. But it's just so expensive, bro. So like anything in New England is so expensive. But anyway, I'll stop yapping. Oh, 1 second. I just got an important message. Fuck, okay. Okay. Ink Puppet, thank you so much for $10. I don't have much to offer, but hope this can help brighten things a little. Your vids help me get through work. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Nico Toy Lover. Why can't I like fucking can I show the whole message, please? All right, where's it at? I'm just gonna scroll up and find it. Fuck. Okay, there we go. When I was growing up, we were always moving, so I always found it hard to settle in whatever area we were in. Yeah, if the next time I move, it's going to be the last. 100%. Hey, man, sorry to hear about your situation. Hope this helps a little. Honest advice, check out the Knoxville, Tennessee area. Best of luck. Yeah, we've actually considered Knoxville. Thank you so much, Rawls, for the $20. I really appreciate that. The fuck? Is YouTube still going? Okay, that was weird. Anyway. Can you say hi to my mom? We watch your vids all the time. Hi, Mom. Hi, your mom. YouTube is still not going? What? People are saying it's going. Yeah, it's going. Okay. Dude, whenever I have both chats together, like the chat moves so fucking fast, it's hard to keep up. I moved around a lot when I was younger and present day. I've grown kind of used to moving around, but my dream is to one day have a home of my own and not having to jump from place. Yeah, that's what, like, for example, when I was younger, I moved like probably 5 times from like preschool to 3rd grade. And then at 3rd grade, we finally settled. But yeah, like the next time I move, I want to make sure the town we go to is the town we stay at. Even if we end up moving to a different house, I just want to make sure the town we're going to is like the town, you know. I second the Knoxville, Tennessee suggestion or anything around Knoxville. God, dude, why is it not? This thing is pissing me off. There we go. Second, the Knoxville, Tennessee suggestion or anything around Knoxville. Morristown is about 45 minutes from Knoxville, and it's not bad either. It's not in the city as Knoxville. Hope you guys find something. Thank you so much. Yeah, I might look more into that. Queen Explosion, thank you so much for the 2 months. Thank you, Pharaoh Man, for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Do you smoke the devil's lettuce? No, I eat the devil's lettuce. All right, there's so many chats going. Okay, let's watch videos. Let's watch videos. I really appreciate all you guys' help though, and all your suggestions and such. It's a extremely stressful time for me and my wife, and my son doesn't really know what's going on right now, so he has no idea. But I'm sure when the move happens, he's going to be very stressed out. We're gonna wait until summer happens to actually move, so he doesn't have to like do it in the middle of school. Because if we're like doing it in the middle of school, it would be really annoying. Thank you, nonsensical bastard, for 100 bits. For some reason, it's not playing the audio again. I don't understand what's going on. Why? What the? $100 fucking, bro. I need to stop complaining on stream. I always feel bad when people give me a lot of money, dude. That's too much money. Really love your content. As you're one of the most genuine YouTubers I've watched in a while, I really hope things get better soon. Also, send your burb some love. I shall. Jesus, $100, dude? Thank you so much. Oh, my God. Guys, please. You don't have to give me a bunch of money. Like, I say this all the time. Don't get me wrong. I highly, highly, highly appreciate it. But, like, it is my own shit, right? And I got to step in it. You know, I got to step in that shit. But I do highly, highly appreciate it. Okay, let me double check the.
Good luck next Tuesday. I hope.
Why is it working? Okay, this is a test, by the way. This isn't real. This is a test. But it's working again. I don't know. I think Stream Elements is just fucking up. I don't know what's going on. Whatever. Okay. Let's watch some videos. We support and love you. We want to help you. I appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate you guys wanting to help. I'm just saying that it makes me feel bad because, like, I put myself in this situation, basically. And it's just like, you know. Like, I should be the one that has to deal with this, you know. But I do appreciate it. I really do. All right. Let's get these videos rolling. Streamlabs is greater than Stream Elements? I disagree. Streamlabs is like bloatware. It's like, it makes your computer run like garbage. And there's so many like little things that are going on in Streamlabs that it just makes everything run so slow. Should do a music stream? Oh, actually, one second. I'm curious. I want to see. Does this? Can you guys hear this? I don't think you hear it. Wait. No, I don't think you guys can hear it. You guys can't hear it. It's plugged into my interface, but it's like how my interface is routed is wrong or whatever. But whatever. I had a looper pedal. Yeah, it's very fit. Yeah, I know. That's my point. Like you if you heard it, you would hear it very loudly. It's plugged in, but like you just can't hear it. But that's a job for another day. Okay. What are we wanting first? Are we wanting to pump out the Nick Crowley video? Do we want to watch some car crashes? Do we want to watch some EWU? What are we thinking? Everyone wants the Nick Crowley. Okay, Nick Crowley, then car crash. Thank you, Delana for the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Does Nexpo have a new video too?
So his bone, like he said, his hand.
Okay, what, bruh? Stop. What is happening?
So
Go back. Go back. There we go. Okay. Oh shit! We have a new Nexpo video too. Should we Nexpo this shit too? Thank you so much, Element Core, for the Prime sub. Why can't I hear anything? Why can't I hear? Dude, I'm getting pissed. I'm getting pissed. What? That was Element Core replayed. I don't know what the fuck's going on. All right. Let's see if I rerun it. I don't know. Whatever. I'll figure it out another day, man. I don't know what's going on. I won't be able to hear it. We'll figure it out later. Okay. It's not delayed. Cryo, thank you so much for the gifted sub. They have a new video on their ghost hunting show together. Who? Oh. I feel like, I don't know. Watching someone ghost hunt isn't really that fun, to be honest. Nonsensical Bastards, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Like, reacting to it's kind of like, I don't know. Because the majority of it is just going to be like silence and nothing, you know? Haven Lady, thank you so much for the $5. Why do people feel ashamed for accepting money from people who are generous? Is it avoiding the risk of getting shamed? No, it is ingrained in my brain throughout life that I should not accept handouts. Thank you, Snake of Wrath, for the 100 bits. Even though it is my job, and even though you guys are being generous, and even though everyone's being nice, it's just ingrained in my psyche, in my being that, dude, I didn't, my mom offered me fucking money the other day, and I told her no. Why? I don't know. I don't get it either. It's just who I am. Thank you, Butcher Wing, for the Prime sub for 5 months. Yerp, I haven't been using Twitch much, but if it helps you out, yeah, it does. It does. Thank you so much. It's your job. I know, but it's just like it's a part of my brain, bro. I can't just rip it out, you know? It is technically my job, but it's like, You know, I don't know. It's like whenever I always feel bad because it feels like it's like sympathy money. You know, like when I'm like, oh God, I have to move and I'm bankruptcy and my life is falling apart, and then someone drops a fat hundo. It makes me feel like, you know, like I am almost begging for it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to come off like I'm saying these things to get money. You know, I don't want to do that. Just put up a GoFundMe? No. No, I'm not going to put up a GoFundMe. Nonsensical Bastard, thank you so much for the tier 1. For the gifted sub. Dude, GoFundMe is like when you're dying in the hospital. Like, I just need extra money to move. You know? Like, it's not, I don't know. Yeah, it sucks. And yeah, it's hard. I'm hard, but it is what it is, you know? And we're gonna do the subathon. That's my shilling. That's my shilling is the subathon, you know? Do NPC streams on TikTok live? Yeah. Have you considered making a Patreon? Okay. The reason I'm not doing that is because Twitch and YouTube chat are my Patreon. Becoming a member, becoming a Twitch subscriber, those are my patrons. It's like, why would I make a third site where you could do the exact same thing, you know? Because I got nothing to give. Like, I don't got time to give you anything extra, you know? Don't you make me get my wallet, please. Please, no, stop. Exclusive content, that's my point. I don't got time. I do not have time. I'm literally going to be spending all of my life and time and effort working my ass off and trying to sell shit in order to make enough money to move, you know? And if you guys help along the way, that's great. But I am yapping like crazy and I need to stop. We need to, let's watch some fucking videos. Thank you all again for all your help. I appreciate all of you. Okay. Wait, no, we're gonna watch Nick Crowley and then we'll watch Nexpo. Haven Lady with the $5. Wait, no, that was a while ago. Wait, no, that's a new one. Yeah, $2 from Haven Lady. Some hair product business should sponsor you. Dude, I wish. I wish. Wait, what did Amy say? I'm about to do feet pics? No! Those are mine! Those are mine! I own those. Chat, stay away. Those are my feet. Those are my piggies. I got the title to those feet. Yeah. Those are mine. But chat, by the way, merch might be coming soon though. I've talked to my sponsor people and we're working on getting some merch together. All right, Nick Crowley first, and then we'll do Nexpo. Should have been a roundabout merch. I mean, dude, what? Come on, bro. God damn it. $100 from, bro, I'm going to try. Okay, I want to tell you right now. I'm going to try to say your name. Okay? Don't get mad at me. But I'm gonna give you the respect of me attempting to say your name. Karanjit Hari. Karanjit. Maybe. Pig, it's not 100, it's $99.99. Get it right. Okay, fuck you. I can understand how you feel as a person who doesn't ask for or accept assistance from others, but sometimes it's okay. Hope this helps a little. It helps immensely. It helps immensely. Thank you so much. CryoTube, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Arctic Fox, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Nicripolis, thank you so much for the $5. Here's some lunch money. Dork? Dork? Excuse me? Dork? Benjamin Schimmel, I own them toes, bro. For $400, I'd better. That is true. You did give me $400. You pretty much own me. Cryo2, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Toxic Vamp, thank you so much for the 11 months. Creature Art, thank you so much for 1,000 bits. Dog, you got me through immunotherapy, grad school, and temporarily homelessness. It's the least we can do. You guys are way too generous, man. You guys are way too fucking generous, I swear. Like, Rosetta Izumi, thank you so much for the $2. Take my money, Unk. I am not Unk. All right? I look way too young. All right? I look way too young to be an Unk. All right? You are 30? Thank you. Wait, is that 10 gifted? Wait, 10 gifted members. Oh, shit. 10 gifted memberships from Elsie Esoteric. Oh, shit. I forgot you can do that. Dude, stop. More. 50. Okay, sorry. Let me. $49.99. From Koranjit Hari. You got my name. You got my name right. Here's more because I was $1 short. Jesus Christ, guys. Come on. We are helping you, Pig. I know, I can see that. I can see you're helping me, bro. You guys are helping me a lot. I know, I see it. God damn. You guys, that's so much, dude. Get loved and appreciated, idiot.
I own them toes, Moomkay. All right, little man. Yeah, we own you, little man. Tiny man with tiny feet. Yeah, Moomkay, take the money, little man. Yeah, Moomkay. You smell like uncooked bacon and peanut butter. Moomkay.
Okay, I do not. You could ask my wife. I smell great. Right, Amy? Right, Amy? Dweebus with 5 gifted subs. Outspector with $5. Stop. Absolutely not. Ink Puppet with $2. Have a little more. Oh my God. Dude, I don't even need to do the subathon at this point. Orange Drake, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. She's silent. Yes, because she knows that I smell great. This is the subathon. Oh, God. Subathon starts now. I would if I could, chat. Honestly, I would if I could. I'm not gonna lie. But, well, number one, I want more things to do. So I'm gonna plan, I'm gonna figure out some stuff to do.
More! More!
Ollie in a trolley with the 100 bits. Better take it, Pig. We love you. Captain Ishmael with 500 bits. I have a half brother who just turned 18 and my eldest is 13. Let that sink in. So no, you are not too young to be an uncle. Well, it's Unk just basically means old guy in terms of internet terms. But nonsensical bastard, thank you so much for the gifted sub as well. Please don't go bald pig. We love you. Chat, I will make a unironic goal on the subathon. Nonsensical bastard with another gifted sub. Dweebus with 1,000 bits. Peebness. Thank you. Oh my God. I wish the audio was working, man. I wish the audio was working. It's working. What the fuck? Now it's working. What's going on? What is happening? Kitty Pew, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Punky Nerd, thank you so much for 5 gifted subs. Cryo 2, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Wolf Gamer, thank you so much for the $10. Love and appreciate you, pig. Have my money, you beautiful 20-year-old man. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Oh my God. Is the April Fool joke, is it just on you? I think it is. I'm starting to think it is. But what I was saying is during the subathon, I will make an unironic.
Peepus poopus.
Thank you for 1K bits again, Dweebus. I will make an unironic goal of cutting my hair. I'm not going to go bald, but I'll just like cut it. Thank you so much, little pooper or fucking slut. Oh, my head. Slush Ollie for the membership. No, not the hair. Should I not do it? Should I not do it for a goal? Should I do something else? Top donator gets the hair. Literally anything else. Damn, I didn't know my hair carried my channel that hard. Low taper fade. Waxing your chest on stream. That's a tough one right there. I'll figure it out. Do a bleach strip like Aaron from Game Grumps. Wax the feet. You guys are really obsessed with the feet thing, aren't you? Do the 1 chip challenge. I don't know if I'll be able to get it here in time. No, the subathon's not going to be capped, by the way. It's going to go until I stop getting stuff. Braid your mustache. That I literally can't. Paint your nails. That's too easy. Whatever. I'll figure it out. We got videos to watch. All right? Oh, chat. Random question. My wife just asked me. Is there anyone here who lives in Nashville? Wait, what is this? What are you sending me a link to? Tangia? A Napoleon Dynamite thing? Bro, I think you're confused.
Twiddle your toes on feet cam.
Stop. Now. Anyway, how is transportation in Nashville? My wife was wondering if anyone knows. Is it like New York levels or LA levels of trash? Or is it all right? Car needed? Traffic bad? Is public transportation good? Awful? There's buses, I think. Nashville is full. Yeah, that's what we've heard. We've heard it's overpopulated. The transportation is definitely there. Okay. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be. I don't think we're gonna be living like in Nashville. But you know, East Tennessee is where it's at. That's what we heard. We heard that's like the artistic district, like the artsy area. What is this? Fucking slut. You just clip me. Okay. Nashville's expensive, bro, because of tourism and such. Yeah, I also feel like Nashville's the place where it's kind of like LA, where people were like, oh, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna go to Nashville and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it as a musician. You know? What about Knoxville? Someone in chat said Knoxville's really good. Menacing, thank you so much for the Prime. Someone did, I think they donated and mentioned Knoxville. And said that it's really good. But, you know, that's just one person. So I don't know. Scranton, Pennsylvania is where you need to go for artistic stuff. I mean, we did think about Pennsylvania. Like, that was years ago, but... Have you heard of Emily CC? She's been live for 3 years. What if we add a full year of subathon to you? That would not happen. Trust me. Hey, but lady, thank you so much for the $5. I don't trust Nashville or Tennessee anymore. Not after the Nazi fiasco. Yeah, that's one thing that I'm a little bit nervous about is the politics of Tennessee. But I thought Nashville was like, you know, Blue Island in a Red Sea kind of thing. Where it's like Nashville's progressive, but everything else is very racist once you get out of the bubble, you know? I mean, to be fair, I'm surrounded by Nazis currently. So it's like, I don't know. It's not really new to me. Yeah, exactly. It's more like I'm more worried about the taxes, not the politics. Because I don't want to get fucked again by the IRS, which is why I'm in this situation. Nashville's like a good country area, but surrounded by, you know, red. Yeah. We will get fucked if we don't go to a state without income tax. Yeah, I know. It just sucks that every state that has really good tax, like when it comes to self-employment, they're all super red. Like Texas, Austin, Texas is, you know, the #1 city for self-employed people. But it's in Texas. Florida has no income tax. It's fucking red. Tennessee. You know? It's like all giga red states are like weirdly, are great for self-employed people. Tennessee has one of the highest sales tax though. Well, yeah, I mean, if you guys understood how much I had to pay in income tax, I think you would understand. I think you would understand my situation. I think you would understand my situation. Actually, I think you would understand. Nico, thank you for 5 years. Thank you so much, Nico. KSO, thank you for $2. Pig, oh wait. Pig, I love you. Please don't disintegrate. Wait, how long ago was that? Oh, it's right there. Did I not read that? I swear I read that. Hun, if I, as a gay man, can live in North Carolina, I'm sure you'll be fine in Nashville, Tennessee. That's why, yeah, exactly, Benjamin. Exactly. Like, I personally, it really won't affect me that much, honestly. I'm more worried about income tax than anything. I don't think it even matters. You know, like, I'm not going to have, like, you know, MAGA knocking at my door and trying to touch my dingle because they're all closeted, you know? Like, I'm sure I'll be fine. But let's watch videos. Are we ready? Dorian Faye, thank you so much for the 9 months. Ray, thank you so much for the $2. Come to Canada instead. Considered it. I'm not going to lie. I have considered it. I was promised Nick Crowley. I know. Dude, trust me. I've been wanting to. All right? I've been wanting to. Okay. But thank you guys so much. I want to say that one more time before we get into the video. Thank you all so much for all the donations, the gifted subs, the memberships. All the advice of like different places to live and stuff. I appreciate it. Oh, that was a weird hiccup. But yeah, we're gonna research different areas, figure stuff out. But for now, let's chill out, watch some Nick Crowley, all right, and get insanely depressed or scared or shit, piss and cum, or all the above. The internet's darkest corner 6.
Fifth alarm. Working structure fire. 7741 Liberty Road Drive.
It's 9 a.m. on May 18th, 2024. Residents of Charlotte, North Carolina wake up to the smell and sight of black smoke billowing up into the sky. The source, a massive 7-story apartment complex, home to 239 luxury units.
How have I not heard of this? This is like recent. Thank you, Outspectre. I suggest Utah, but like, why would I do that? I mean, we've considered that, but yeah.
Or at least what should have been luxury units. At the time, the structure was still under construction, meaning that thankfully no residents were living there. But this in and of itself
yeah, the whole too many Mormons thing. Yeah, I've heard about that.
Presented 2 major problems.
In
the
Utah.
first was that, in its current state, the top 5 floors were primarily just the bones of the structure, made almost entirely of wooden insulation, making the building as a whole extremely flammable. Meaning that, although the fire had started out relatively small, it was quickly going to consume the entire complex if it wasn't put out.
The building was made with wood and insulation, and that's it?
Quickly. Which brings us to the second and even more glaring problem.
In 2024?
The building was actively under construction when the fire started, and that morning 17 construction workers had clocked in, all of whom were now in grave danger. And by the time the firefighters arrived on the scene, the situation was already dire. And so firefighters rushed in, finding a large group of the employees and leading them out to safety. Though when they made it outside, they made the horrifying realization that they had only found 15 of them. Somewhere within that labyrinth of burning wooden walls, 2 men were left behind, trapped and calling out to anyone who might hear them.
God.
And these pleas weren't just being made to those on the scene, as in the following minutes, one of the trapped men, 30-year-old DeMonte Sherrill, would take out his phone, open up Facebook, and go live, revealing the horrifying reality that both he and his friend had found themselves in.
Oh,
Say hell, we're at South Park.
Today, we're going to be showing our friends the basics of the internet, and we thought you might want to come along.
Random, like, horribly depressing thing. Did you guys hear about what happened in, what was it, Bangkok? With the earthquake or whatever? Like a huge building collapse and like 1,000 people died? Sorry, it's like I saw a building and on fire and it just made me think of like that just recently happened, which is absolutely fucking crazy. Yeah, 7.7 earthquake. Yeah. Fucking insane, dude. I saw like the video of like the Twitch streamer who was just visiting there, I guess. Or I don't know if he's on vacation or something like that. But he was in, I forget where he was at. But yeah, he didn't even get like the main earthquake. But he was like in like a tall building. And like just seeing like a tall building shake like that, bleh. It was Myanmar. Myanmar.
You gotta do it now. Now or never.
What are you doing?
If you own a computer, here's how to get the most out of it. Watch this, watch this, watch this.
I don't wanna.
Yo.
Myanmar. Okay.
I'm at South Park right now. At work. The building on fire. And I can't get out.
The stream showed DeMonte Sherrill and his friend Ruben Holmes somewhere deep within the prospective apartment complex. And though the fire hadn't yet reached them, the smoke certainly had, blanketing them in a thick, impenetrable fog.
They're not going to make it, are they?
Not only making breathing extremely difficult, but also making it nearly impossible for rescuers to see them.
It's getting harder and harder for them to see us. We're going to have to stand out here and see. The building on fire, I'm trapped inside, me and my man.
This was likely one of the reasons why DeMonte chose to start this livestream, hopeful that it could show rescuers exactly where they were. But based on the footage, their positioning was far from ideal. They were on the second highest floor, floor 6, which had only one access point, a single stairway that was on the complete opposite side of the building. And based on their testimony in the footage, something had clearly blocked their path to that one remaining exit, meaning that the only other way out would be to jump. Though at 6 stories in the air, and falling into what would likely be the heart of the fire, this would have meant certain death. There was quite literally nowhere for them to go. Rescue was their only hope.
Do they even know? Carbon dioxide? Yeah.
Yo,
that's what I'm worried about. You know?
It's on fire. I'm at work.
Is that's how they're gonna go, is like just from, you know, losing oxygen.
Somebody send help, we're at South Park.
Seemingly realizing this, DeMonte began to grow more desperate, yelling out into the void of smoke, while Ruben can be seen in the background waving his phone flashlight, with both men doing anything they could to help rescuers find them. Before...
No, it's gonna collapse. It's gonna collapse, isn't it?
The stream abruptly ends.
The building's gonna crash.
Rescuers were aware of the unfolding situation on the 6th story.
Oh,
they first tried to reach the men by using a massive crane with a basket attached, which can actually be seen in DeMonte's live
One of my
stream.
biggest fears is being burned alive or simply suffocating from smoke. Not gonna lie, would prefer the smoke route. I'd prefer to die from smoke before I get burnt alive, you know what I mean?
Though in it, you can see that it's also facing the complete wrong direction, as the smoke was just that impenetrable. However, at one point, it's believed that the crane operator did actually see these men, but the blaze was just too extreme, leading to the operator himself having to be rescued. This left only one real option for saving DeMonte and Ruben. They were going to have to go in after them. And so they climbed that stairway up to floor 6 and started their trek to the opposite end of the structure. Though before they could even make it halfway, the rescuers were relegated to a slow crawl, as the inferno around them raged more and more intensely, and the smoke grew thicker and thicker. Though that's when they began to hear screaming. Somewhere lost in that maze, Ruben and DeMonte were yelling as loud as they could for help. This sound was a sign that they were getting close. Though just then, rescuers would be met with another sound.
All companies working 7741 Liberty Road Drive, evacuate structure, per command. All companies working 7741 Liberty Road Drive, evacuate structure.
Command all companies, this will be defensive at this time. We'll be ready for this side to collapse. Everybody get out of the collapse.
I knew it!
Confirming
I
you
knew
are coming
it!
out, but you're not out of the building.
With the order being made for all of them to evacuate, as by this point, the structure was engulfed in flames, and a collapse was imminent. The firefighters tried to call out to the two in one last attempt to guide them towards rescue, but they never came. In fact, at that point, the structure fell eerily silent. They would leave that structure without DeMonte or Ruben, and minutes later, the fire consumed the entire building, with the temperature inside reaching 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Before...
Oh my God. Yeah. I knew it, bro!
It would eventually topple to the ground.
I fucking knew it,
and inside,
bro!
DeMonte and Ruben would become the sole fatalities of this catastrophe.
Oh my God.
Yo, I'm at South Park right now. At work, The building on fire, and I can't get out. It's getting harder and harder for them to see us.
Knowing how the story ends would make this
Jesus
live stream
Christ.
difficult for anyone to watch. But what I find most upsetting about it is that the majority of those who initially watched this were his own friends and family that
my
followed him on
God.
Facebook. With these viewers,
Dude,
including
yeah,
his own
imagine fucking seeing this and then like going outside to see the building engulfed in flames and then collapsing on itself. Oh my God, dude.
mother. And a lot of them probably had no idea he even worked this job, as he had just been hired that week. His brother had also...
Bro was really calm while filming his final moments. To be fair, in this moment, he probably didn't think this was his final moments. Like this was like early on when the fire was not that bad. Right now, he's probably like, "Oh God, this sucks. I mean, I hope someone can get up here quick so I can get out of this situation." You know, they're probably not thinking they're gonna die at this point. I mean, I wouldn't be. I'd be stressed, be freaking out a little bit, but I wouldn't be thinking, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna die." But I'm just hoping they like died from smoke inhalation or something like that before the building collapsed on them and like burned them alive or something horrible, you know?
caught the stream as it was happening and actually rushed over to the scene where he pleaded with the firefighters to watch the footage. But despite doing the best they could, there was just too much working against them to save DeMonte and Ruben. Following an investigation into the fire, it was discovered that the crew was using an organic foam insulation, which was known to be extremely flammable and produce thick black smoke. And this became deadly when the machine used to spray that insulation caught fire, sending the whole building up in flames, where they had yet to install any sort of smoke detector or alarm system to alert the crew of a fire. Making matters worse, there had been a temporary set of stairs made right where the two men had been trapped, but that stairwell had just been removed in order to make way for the permanent set of stairs.
Okay, I'm confused. Why would you remove the stairs when you know people were up there, though? Why would you do that? Also, how long was it that they didn't, like, how long did it take for them to realize they were even there? Like, you think they could have, like, gotten a ladder, brought the stairs back, like, done something. Like, how the fuck did it take them that long to do anything? That's crazy.
Because of this and a myriad of other issues, the companies involved with this construction were forced to pay a fine of $50,000 and are currently being sued by the families of both victims.
Good.
But regardless of the outcome, nothing will ever make up for the loss of DeMonte Sherrill and Ruben Holmes.
Such a fucking dumb, like, terrible way to go. This is highly preventable in every sense. They could have gotten, dude, there's no way that they couldn't help them before the fire. Like, they had to have just not been paying attention or not aware of anything that's going on. That's awful.
Things were getting concerning. Johnny Cashman spoke to his family nearly
Johnny
every single day. But now, on the 6th day without receiving any communication from him, they knew that something was wrong. Johnny lived in Lynchburg, Virginia, hundreds of miles away from his home, and so, being unable to check on him themselves, they called police in the area and requested a welfare check. Police entered Johnny's apartment on the 19th of April, 2022, and hours later, they would call his parents with the news that they had found their son dead on the floor. According to the officers, Johnny had experienced some sort of medical event that led to GI bleeding that ultimately claimed his life, but this made no sense to Johnny's family.
GI means gastrointestinal.
He was only 38 years old and had just been given a clean bill of health after a full medical exam only 4 months prior.
I know my stuff.
It was so out of the blue, in fact, that they even asked if there were any signs of a struggle or if there was any evidence that he may have taken his own life. But they were assured that there was no trauma, no drugs, and nothing suspicious found on the scene, and that, as shocking as it was, his cause of death was entirely natural, and had likely just been spurred on by drinking and tobacco use, with the only solace being that Johnny didn't suffer, as they stated that he had died instantly. Because of this, no autopsy was performed,
Instantly?
as the case seemed as straightforward as it gets.
So, random medical event, gastrointestinal bleeding, tobacco and alcohol. How does any of that go to instantly dying. None of that, literally none of those things make you instantly die. I'm pretty sure gastrointestinal bleeding is not an instantaneous death.
And despite his family questioning if they should get their own autopsy, they were told by officers that it wouldn't be necessary. And so, Johnny's body was cremated and sent back to Maine, and what seemed to be the end of Johnny Cashman's
Of course it was cremated.
Story.
Hiding the evidence, something.
Ten days after Johnny's body was discovered, his ex-girlfriend and her mother made their way back to his apartment in order to retrieve some of her belongings. She knew that re-entering the space was going to be difficult, but ultimately there was no way she could have prepared for what was waiting for her inside. There was blood everywhere. It was pooled in the bathrooms, wiped on doors, spread all over the living space, and was even found on a chair and a banister. But the most horrifying part of it all was the walls. They were covered in splattered blood, which revealed long streaking handprints. It was something straight out of a horror movie, and although Johnny's cause of death was deemed natural, what they found in that apartment seemed anything but.
I wouldn't really call that natural.
Traumatized by what they were witnessing, the pair snapped.
A GI bleed can kill you within seconds if it's in the right spot. Does GI bleeding make you do that? Does GI... Does it make you do that?
Snapped multiple photos of the bloodshed and ran out of the unit, directly into Johnny's neighbor. This neighbor revealed that they believed something far worse than a medical emergency had happened to Johnny, as they had a security camera mounted to their door which faced Johnny's unit, and on the day of his passing, it captured something incredibly disturbing.
Is that him?
The footage shows Johnny making his way up the flight of stairs leading to his apartment.
Oh, that's not him. That's a kangaroo.
Around 3:03 p.m. Nothing seems out of the ordinary at all, though it is noteworthy that he was holding an empty glass.
Yeah, he looks like he's a little drunk.
Insinuating that he had been drinking, but this doesn't seem to impair his movements much at all, as he punches in the code and enters his home, just as he did every other day. But moments later, something happens inside that unit, and while it goes unseen, it doesn't go unheard.
What the fuck? What are you doing? Yo, what the fuck, dude? What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Stop.
Man, that is a crazy GI. That gastrointestinal bleeding is something else, dude. Holy shit.
The audio seems to depict a man yelling, asking repeatedly, "What are you doing?" and begging for something to stop. On top of this, you can also hear loud thuds and banging.
That seems pretty instant.
Almost as if things were falling over inside, or there was some sort of physical altercation, before the unit then goes quiet just a few seconds later.
That doesn't sound like GI issues? Well, obviously you don't know what you're talking about.
It was unclear if this voice was Johnny's, or perhaps someone else who had been inside the unit. But
It's
regardless,
natural causes.
one thing was apparent from this audio. There was
He
someone...
was obviously getting attacked by Five Nights at Freddy, the knife with the finger five guys of the Freddy Fazbear that goes in dreams. The Freddy five slicing fingers. Five Nights at... What's his name? The Freddy guy. He's He goes in the Five Nights at Kruger's. Yeah, that's what it is.
Someone else in that apartment, despite the fact that Johnny lived alone. And just 7 minutes later, this unseen person would emerge.
It's probably a dude trying to help him with this gastrointestinal bleeding.
This clearly wasn't Johnny, and after leaving the unit, the anonymous man nearly makes it out of the building before he seems to change his mind. Turning around and walking back up the stairs before fiddling with the door handle, touching it only with his sleeve, like he was wiping off his fingerprints.
How did he like have a connection with the cops and the autopsy guy or something like that?
He then walks down the stairs and stops once again, where he seems to be in a state of shock over whatever had just transpired, before he composes himself and walks out of the building. But the footage wasn't quite finished yet.
Yeah, maybe he is a cop.
Just 1 minute later, you can hear Johnny shouting for help from inside.
Yeah, I don't think it was as instant as the cops said, because he's still alive. Astral thing is over for the gifted sub. Wow.
Inside the apartment, to which moments after he stops, and no further sound or activity would come from Johnny's unit until police arrived 5 days later.
5 days? 5 days! And the cops saw everything. The cops saw the blood. What?
The footage and the scene at the apartment seemed to contradict what Johnny's family had been told about his death. The blood all over made it obvious that Johnny's death had not happened in an instant. And this, coupled by the presence of this unknown man who was clearly distraught and wiping off his fingerprints, as well as the sound of the apparent struggle inside, seemed to point towards something much more sinister than what was initially conveyed to the family. But even with this footage, police still believed that Johnny's death was due to a medical emergency, as they quickly changed their initial story.
What? What?
Saying that the blood spread was due to uncontrollable vomiting, and that Johnny had in fact likely suffered, at least for a short while. But this medical emergency wasn't elaborated on, as they didn't truly know what caused it, as no autopsy was ever performed. Nor could one ever be performed, as by this point, Johnny was already cremated, and cremated because of the officer's initial statements. So if Johnny had actually...
So, like, obviously the cops are covering it up, but like, the autopsy dude too? And like multiple cops as well? Like, how deep does this go? Like, how many connections does this dude have?
Actually been murdered, which the footage does seem to suggest, there was now virtually no way to prove it. And what makes this even more frustrating is that law enforcement already had this footage. It was collected that very day, and they either didn't fully look through it or didn't think that this was overly suspicious.
Okay. I can't tell if this is like pure fucking negligence, which I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't put it past the cops because they were too lazy, or they know the dude. It could be either. It's a toss-up.
But everyone else surely did. And soon, this video began making the rounds online, leading to one glaring question being asked. Who is this man? As no one in Johnny's life recognized him. Well, it wouldn't be until May 11th that investigators would finally ID him as Stephen Church, and upon being questioned, he revealed that he had moved to Lynchburg for work, but the opportunity he had lined up fell through shortly after he arrived, leaving him with no money and without a place to stay, which is when he met Johnny, who offered to let him crash on his couch. He supposedly stayed with Johnny for 3 days, and described Johnny as an alcoholic who drank constantly, including on that fateful day. When Johnny arrived home, Steven claims that he started drunkenly yelling at him about paying rent, which led to the two getting into a verbal altercation, but he insisted that this altercation never turned physical, and that he left immediately after, to which he quickly went back to clean his prints because he was afraid that Johnny would try and have him arrested for squatting. And having already racked up 2 felonies in his life, Steven was paranoid about going back to jail. But when Steven was leaving, he did mention seeing Johnny hunched over the toilet as if he were going to vomit.
What? What? That is the laziest, shittiest alibi I've ever heard in my life. Are you kidding me?
Vomit, but he claims to have left before this so-called medical emergency started. This is the gist of Steven's account from that day, but the problem is, it doesn't really match up with what we're hearing in the video.
What the fuck? What are you doing? Yo, what the fuck, dude?
From the footage, we can hear everything going on in that unit, but at no point do we hear any sort of an argument, nor do we hear anything about rent.
Thank you, Pandora,
with the phrases
for the
lending
prime.
themselves more to a physical struggle rather than a verbal one. In fact, the whole time it appears that we're only hearing one voice. But there is an exception. To my knowledge, it's never been conclusively determined whose voice is who in the recording, and either scenario paints a far different picture of what may have happened inside that room. But regardless, this audio makes it clear that Steven's story was fabricated at least to some degree, as he also fails to account for the loud banging in the background. And because of this, his version of events is generally rejected, with most people seeming to believe one of 2 main theories. The first is that, upon arriving home, Johnny and Steven had gotten into a physical altercation, resulting in Johnny taking some sort of blow to his abdomen, which in turn triggered or exacerbated this medical emergency. GI bleeds are horrific, and can certainly cause the level of bleeding that was found in the apartment, and perhaps seeing all the blood coming from Johnny, Steven started yelling at him, before deciding to run off, fearing that he would be charged for murder. This would explain Steven's demeanor and actions after leaving the apartment, and why he may have fabricated his story, as he knew or knows that he was directly responsible for Johnny's death. And this blow to the abdomen could have easily been missed by investigators, as the injuries would have been primarily internal. The second theory is that upon arriving home, Johnny naturally experienced a medical emergency leading to this catastrophic GI bleed. Upon seeing this and perhaps being in a state of shock, Steven yelled at him, demanding to know what was happening and telling him to stop, as perhaps he was moving around the apartment and tracking blood everywhere, which would explain the other voice saying, "I can't stop." I could see how this experience would make no sense to Steven, and perhaps just having no idea what was happening, he left and tried to make it look like
Yeah, I would believe that if he called an ambulance. I would believe that if he called 911, you know. If he's like, "Oh my God, you're bleeding. Oh my God, I need to call help." Instead, he just says, "Oh my God," and then just walks away and tries to cover his tracks on the way out. Yeah, I don't really believe that one. Why did the cops cover it up then? Well, if they're going with this specific alibi or whatever, then the cops didn't. They just believe this specific alibi.
like he was never there, as he was afraid of being blamed for whatever was happening to Johnny, and so he essentially left Johnny there to die, whether knowingly or unknowingly. What bothers me about this theory is why 911 was never called, not only by Steven, but by Johnny too, as his phone was found in the unit with blood on it, implying that he had it in his hand at some point, though it's possible that the massive blood loss just made him too disoriented. Both of these theories seem believable, or at least more so than the explanation that Steven had given. However, in October of 2022, Johnny's case would officially be closed for good, with Steven being cleared of any wrongdoing, as Johnny's death was labeled the same way that it always has been, a medical emergency that couldn't be further elaborated on, with the most relevant evidence being that Steven's shoe prints were not found in the blood, but Johnny's were, implying that he had not been part of the struggle. But in my mind, this can be explained by both theories mentioned previously. Though regardless, without the possibility of an autopsy, this is likely where this case ends for
Dude,
good.
that is so goddamn frustrating because he could have had something to do with it. Like, honestly, it seems like he definitely did have something to do with it. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. If I'm bleeding uncontrollably in that situation, I'm more likely to say it's not stopping or it won't stop, not I can't stop. Also, like, if you walk into a building and a dude you know is bleeding, you don't go, stop it! Stop! Stop bleeding now! Stop! Like, you never hear him say, why are you bleeding? What's happening? Do you need help? He just says, whatever we hear is, what are you doing? And stop. That's it. I do, but I'm just built different. You stop bleeding now. Stop it. He wasn't dead when the guy left, so there wouldn't necessarily be shoe prints in the blood. Yeah. Like, maybe he did do something to cause his gastrointestinal bleeding. Maybe he, like, I don't know, beat him up or did something. Who knows? Maybe he even stabbed him. But his body got cremated. So we don't even fucking know. Like, we got nothing. We'll chat next time. You got someone bleeding out, just tell them to stop. You know?
But with this disturbing footage, I can't help but think that there was more to the story than we may ever know. It was around 7:30 a.m.
Okay, I feel like I've heard of this case. I don't know if it's the same one, but is this the one with like the suitcase or whatever?
Warm July morning back in 2019. 17-year-old Bethany Martin and a 16-year-old friend decide to walk to a gas station near their home in San Antonio, Texas. And as the two of them made their way down the road, their path brought them parallel to a drainage ditch, which was often filled with various trash and other discarded material. But on this day, something far more interesting caught their eye. It looked like a man crouching down and leaned up against one of the concrete walls.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
But the closer they got, the more they realized how unusual his posture was. He looked completely unnatural, and he wasn't moving. And by the time they came face to face with him, the reality of the situation would hit them. They had just found a dead body. This discovery was enough to traumatize anyone, especially two teenagers, and upon calling the police and being sent on their way, Bethany and her friend would make the long walk back home contemplating what to do next, before they eventually landed on the idea of sharing their experience with the world. And so, as soon as they got in the door, they began to set up lights and their camera in order to film a TikTok.
Classic fucking teenagers, making a stupid ass video like this after they see a dead body. Yo, let's get multiple camera angles of us just looking distraught. All right? Like, what is this, dude? What the fuck am I watching? Are you kidding me? What weird coping mechanism, but okay. Yeah, it's like, what even is... Like, are they even coping? Or just like... Wasn't that crazy? Wow. Dude, I love how the first thing that pops into their head when they see a dead body is, we can get a lot of views with this. Isn't that so fucked? The first thing that goes through their fucking heads is, we're going to get a lot of clicks on this. My God.
The clip showed the two sitting on a couch appearing to be in a state of shock, with the words, "Us remembering we found a dead body this morning," plastered on the screen, offering no other context aside from the description, which simply read, "I wish we were kidding, all respect to the family." Some offered sympathy for the girls, while others viewed their post as insensitive and exploitative. Yeah, but others weren't even convinced it was real, partially due to this glaring lack of context. But any doubt of this post's legitimacy would be quickly...
Like there is actually no reason to post this. Like, honestly, it would be more or less insensitive if you just like post a video of you just like holding your phone and just talking about it. Like, guys, saw a dead body today and it fucked with me. Like just talking. Not just like you probably put some generic trash song behind this and you're just looking at each other with 5 different camera angles of you just sitting on your fucking couch with text on the screen. Like, zero respect. Oh my God, I hate TikTok, man. Oh my God. Not even TikTok. I hate the clout chasing content people, dude. It's so fucked.
Quickly thwarted by a discovery made not even one full day later, as it was revealed that this recording hadn't actually been the only video that these 2 girls had made on that fateful day. On their walk to the gas station, the girls had...
Yeah, I was thinking of Logan Paul too. Hey guys, I think there's something hanging over there.
Stumbled across the body of 25-year-old Marcus Adams, with the young man having seemingly perished earlier that morning, with it being apparent that he had taken his own life. But upon finding Marcus, the girls weren't actually overwhelmed with sadness or even shock, as instead their focus immediately went to something far different, as something on the man's body had caught their attention. His necklace. The girls really liked it. In fact, the unnamed 16-year-old had said that it matched her fashion perfectly, and so before police arrived, the 2 would once again pull out their phone and start recording, showing Bethany approaching the body with her intention being to grab his necklace.
No way. Oh my God. Holy shit! It's a dead body! Yo, look at that fucking necklace, though. Yo, is he really dead? Yo, I was gonna take that shit. That necklace is fire. That is totally me. That is my style. That is totally me, right? Right, Brittany? Right? Yeah, that's me. That's my style. I'm taking that shit. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude?
Which she eventually does, removing the medallion and giving it to her friend.
Spoiler alert, they killed him. No. Maybe. Twist.
Tossing the chain into the grass nearby, leading to the girls running away from the scene.
Wait, the 16-year-old... They just tossed it? Wait.
The medallion and giving it to her friend, before tossing the chain into the grass nearby, leading to the girls running away from the scene.
What the fuck?
The 16-year-old would then post that video onto her Snapchat story for all of her close friends to see. I can't show the footage for obvious reasons, but it's truly awful. And just based on the audio alone, you can tell that they're very obviously having fun doing this.
You gotta do it now. Now or never. Here, hold me. I got it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I hate teenagers, man. I fucking hate teenagers, bro.
There's something so uniquely disturbing about it. It's clear that upon finding the body, there was no real emotional impact on them, at least none that outweighed their desire to steal from it. And as if stealing from this man who had just taken his own life, and posting it for all their friends to see as if it were a joke, wasn't horrible enough, they then immediately posted this other video to TikTok in an attempt to garner sympathy. It's truly awful, and made even more appalling
this random dude who committed suicide, let's make it about us. Let's get sympathy for us. Not the dude who committed suicide, but us, because we had to see his dead body. Ugh. Ooh.
Reports that claim that the 16-year-old had actually worn this medallion in the TikTok video and in others made following its posting. And unfortunately, their actions had even more upsetting consequences, as the footage from their Snapchat story was quickly downloaded by someone they knew and posted onto an app called Nextdoor, with the footage being totally uncensored. And it was on this app where it's claimed that
posted it on fucking Nextdoor? Dude, that is where like old people go to talk about their lawns that they just put a goddamn tulips. They planted some fucking tulips and they posted it on this. What are you posting dead bodies on Nextdoor for? What the hell? Dude.
Many of Marcus Adams' own family members would see the footage.
Oh my
Many
God.
of whom weren't even aware that he was deceased.
Oh!
Just one day after posting this TikTok, both girls were questioned by the police after the incident and the footage was reported to them. And as a result, Bethany would be charged with theft of a human corpse, but would ultimately avoid any serious jail time. Meanwhile, the 16-year-old's name and charges were never publicly released, but we do know that the medallion was returned to the family. Perhaps unsurprisingly, Bethany would later come back to her TikTok page shortly after her arrest and share her side of the story, where she gave a less than half-hearted apology, while also claiming to be the victim, saying that
You're not even speaking! You're just putting text on a screen and showing facial expressions that aren't even human. Speak! Speak, gremlin! Use words!
that her friend had pressured her to steal from Marcus, as well as pressured her into making that TikTok in the first place, because she thought it would be a hit. Though obviously this didn't go over well.
That pissed me off, bro. Oh my God, that made me so mad.
On December 20th, 1984, 12-year-old Janelle Matthews disappeared from her home in Greeley, Colorado in the evening hours. Earlier that day, she had sung at a Christmas concert with her school's choir, which her parents were unable to attend, as her mother was out of town and her father had gone to her sister's basketball game nearby, leading to Janelle catching a ride home with a friend.
Dude, that sucks, man.
Being dropped off at her house sometime around 8:15, where she excitedly spoke to her father on the phone, letting him know that she had arrived home safe and sound. Approximately 1 hour later, her father, Jim Matthews, pulled into the driveway to find the garage door wide open. In the house,
classic dad. Rather go see his other daughter play sports in a basketball game that there's going to be, what, like 50 other basketball games, but ignore the daughter who's in a musical production because, you know, no one gives a shit about that stuff, right? That's so fucking stupid, right? I'd rather go watch a basketball game, right? Hell yeah.
Completely empty. Janelle was gone, leaving behind her winter coat and even her shoes, despite it being a frigid, snowy night. And it was within that
It's the olden days, pig? Yeah, and it still fucking happens today!
snow that was quickly piling up that lie one of the only real clues left behind at the scene. Footprints, leading directly to one of the home's windows, insinuating that someone had been watching Janelle.
Oh, God.
12-year-old Janelle Matthews disappeared from her Greeley home 1 month ago today. It's believed she's the victim of a kidnapping. She has not been seen or heard from since December 20th.
Her disappearance became a big news story almost immediately, with the whole community and really the whole country becoming invested in the fate of this girl, thanks in large part to her being one of the very first milk carton kids, meaning that her face and information about her disappearance was shown on countless milk cartons all across the country to get the word out. And as a result, this case became huge in the mainstream media, as even politicians began to make note of Janelle's story, with then-President Ronald Reagan mentioning the girl in one of his speeches.
I learned about Janelle Matthews of Greeley, Colorado, 5 days before Christmas. Janelle disappeared from her home.
Though even with this publicity, this didn't necessarily guarantee results, and soon months would turn to years, and eventually to decades. And all
Dude, I honestly, like, forgot that presidents used to be, like, literate. You know, like, Reagan sucks, don't get me wrong. But, like, you know, he could talk, right? He could speak, he could talk in sentences, you know? Like, it's like fucking foreign to me at this point, you know?
All the while, Janelle's whereabouts remained a complete mystery. Eventually, the rise of the internet would start to play a key role in this case, where even in the late 2010s, over 3 decades after she had vanished, her case was still being shared and still being discussed, just as it had been 3 decades prior, with it still being a point of contention for politicians, even as recently as 2019. When a man running for governor of Idaho mentioned her disappearance in a Facebook post, 35 full years later. Regardless of Janelle's whereabouts, her case was still—
Presidents used to have at least fake empathy. No, I'm more just talking like they could speak words, you know? Like they could speak like in complete sentences, right? Like I'm not even talking about whatever the fuck policies or whatever the bad, you know, politicians are garbage. Yeah, they are. But, you know, they could talk, right? It's just like, it's the past 2 presidents. You can't even understand anything you're saying. You know?
Still very much alive, as the world, and especially Janelle's parents, were haunted by the question, what happened to Janelle Matthews? But sure enough, in late 2019, they would finally get their answer.
Damn.
Someone's found in Weld County earlier this week appeared to bring an end to a 3-decade-long search for a missing 12-year-old girl. The Greeley Tribune is reporting they are those of Jonelle Matthews.
On Tuesday, July 23rd, 2019, at roughly 4:50 p.m., a crew had been digging in an isolated field in Weld County, Colorado, in order to install a new pipeline, when they would uncover the decayed remains of a little girl. It was Janelle, still wearing those clothes that she had worn to her recital, meaning she had likely died the very day she disappeared, having been killed by a single gunshot wound to the head. Janelle Matthews had been murdered in cold blood, and almost immediately upon finding her body, the police would also zero in on their suspect. The man's name was Stephen Pankey, and at the time of Janelle's disappearance, he had been living in the same general area in Colorado. But by 2019, Stephen had long since fled the area, as after the crime, he would eventually pack up seemingly out of the blue and move to Idaho, where when Janelle's body was discovered, he just so happened to be running for governor.
I was gonna say it. I was gonna say politician. I was so close. I should have just said it beforehand. That dude's face was screaming politician. I fucking knew it. I knew it, god damn it. Fucking piece of shit.
Governor.
Fuck politicians, dude. Oh my god.
And during his campaign, Pankey had put out a bizarre Facebook post about Janelle, calling for the Colorado DA to oversee a fresh investigation, as he stated that the local police had wrongly been focused on the theory that Janelle's disappearance was a child abduction.
Yo, thank you, TC, for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much.
And murder, which was quite convenient, as just a few months after posting this, he would be arrested for the abduction and murder of Janelle Matthews.
Piece of fucking shit.
Police believe that Janelle had first caught Stephen's eye when he was working as a janitor at the church she attended, with this leading to him stalking her and eventually abducting her on that fateful night, where he threw Janelle in his car and ultimately ended her life, for no reason other than his sick satisfaction. He then proceeded to bury her in a field 20 miles away, in a spot that he was certain no one would ever find her. Now, the evidence supporting this is mainly circumstantial, but it is incredibly concerning. Just one day after Janelle's abduction, Pankey decided to take his wife to California in order to celebrate the holidays with his parents, with this trip being completely unplanned, as his wife was only told of it literally the day of. And making things stranger, when they returned home, Stephen's car conveniently caught fire and was burned to a crisp, to which he offered no explanation for. But in response, he would take the car to a local scrapyard where it would be even further destroyed.
Very interesting.
Taking any potential evidence along with it. But while this is all strange enough, police say that the main indicator—
I swear politics and churches are breeding grounds for pedos. I mean, politicians and churches are prime sources of power. And what do pedos like? They like power.
That Stephen was their man was his clear obsession with Janelle's case. Shortly after the slaying, Stephen began listening and watching any news reports he could on Janelle's case, while also having his wife read every single article about the missing girl out loud, to which he would often have her repeat them over and over again. But his obsession didn't stop there, as he would then start frequently calling the police, wanting to talk to them about the case, even going as far as to give them potential leads, as he claimed to be fearful that he was going to be blamed for the crime, despite having seemingly never even met her.
The fuck?
And it was during some of these many unusual phone calls that he was said to have given details on her disappearance that were never actually made public. His obsession was entirely uncanny, bringing up her disappearance at random even decades later, with his Facebook post being a perfect example.
They didn't assume he was a suspect at any point?
And as it turns out, one of Stephen's most incriminating statements came as a result of something he mentioned in that infamous message. In it, Stephen says that his son Carl had been murdered in 2008, which is in fact true, as the murder was actually fully solved, with it being confirmed that Stephen had nothing to do with it. But when he was mourning the loss of Carl, something unusual happened. His now ex-wife recalled that following Carl's death, Pinky never once cried until the day before his memorial service, where she watched him from a distance walk up to their son's urn and begin to sob, eventually blurting out, "I hope God didn't allow this to happen because of Janelle Matthews."
What? Bro literally self-reported all over the place. Bro self-reported all over the place. And he got away with it for 30 years.
Despite maintaining his innocence to this day, Pinky was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole in 2040, his conviction coming 12,634 days after Janelle Matthews' disappearance, with Pinky's cryptic Facebook post serving as a dark relic of his twisted obsession that would eventually expose him as Janelle's killer.
Wow.
I want to give a massive shout out to my buddy Ryan, aka Nexpo. A lot of you already know this, but Ryan is a really good friend of mine, and I'm super proud of him because he just released his very own podcast called Late Nights with Nexpo. Ryan,
bro, everybody's got a podcast. I got a podcast. Alien Bacon. Check that out. Good video though. Pissed me off. The video pissed me off. I'm mad. I'm mad now. I'm angry. Is it on Spotify though? Yes, it is. Boom. I need to add more of them. Because I'm the one that's in charge of doing this. But I always forget to add them. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's on Spotify. Make sure to go check it out. Dropping the ball. Bro, I'm trying. Okay? I have a lot on my plate right now, okay? I'm trying. Look up Edinburgh, Scotland, Halloween 2024. People were playing with the decapitated head thinking it was a Halloween prank. It was real. Bruh. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just actually curious. I don't see anything about it. Severed head. Halloween horror. Horrified revelers mistook Edinburgh decapitation tragedy as Halloween stunt after man fell into path of bus. Oof. Oof. Okay, it looks like there's no video of like the actual kicking of the head. I'm not going to show that on stream though. That's awful. How do they not know it was real? Kids. All right. So we could either watch the Nexpo video, or we can watch car crashes. But that's probably going to be the last one because both of them are kind of long. Because if we do Nexpo today, we do car crashes tomorrow, vice versa. You know what I mean? Because I'm probably going to be streaming tomorrow, even though I normally don't, just because, you know, I miss Monday. So pretty much what I don't watch today, I'm going to watch tomorrow anyway. We can pull it. Let's do a poll. Manage poll. And go. You can only vote if you're on Twitch, by the way. You can only vote if you're on Twitch. My God, it's really close. Thank you, Shenix, for the 10 months. Oh, God. It's very close. Oh, God. Please don't 50-50 this, chat. Are we actually going to 50-50 this? Oh. Oh! Oh, thank you so much, Yap, for the 9 months. Oh my God. How much time we got? We're getting close, chat. Vote, hurry! $10 from T-Seam. Just wanted to send some love. Always enjoy watching your videos and streams. You rock. No. You rock. You. No, you're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. It's like I'm fucking Keanu Reeves, chat. Right? I'm just as like fucking cool as Keanu Reeves, right? Thank you so much, Sky, for the 2 months. You've been noticed. What won? Car crashes won by 5 votes. 92 to 87. All right, well, we'll watch car crashes today, and we will do the Nexpo video tomorrow. Let me find the video. Insane! Insane car crashes. Compilation, best of USA and Canada. All right? Doesn't matter or should I say our 51st state, Canada. So technically it's best of just USA because Canada is now a part of the, right? Right? Canadians, right? I don't know. Is that happening? I'm sure everyone would love to be a part of America, right? I'm good, thanks. What do you mean? We got beer and trucks like this guy. Look at this guy. Do you have this shit in Canada? I don't think. Oh, this is in Canada. All right. All right, never mind. Forget I said anything. Yeah, Houston, Texas. Now, this is American right here. This is some American shit. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ooh. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. That is the worst possible situation. Getting sandwiched in between two semis. Pushed me around like I was in a Miata. Weird to say. The BMW driver had no insurance, no license, no tags. So everyone lived at least. Yeah, went over the barrier. There's no audio pig. It's called that the clip is muted. You just get to enjoy the delicious sound of my voice. Told you. Oh! Yo! Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That actually jump scared me. Holy shit. Oh my God. Wow. Dude, I want to watch that again. Holy shit. Oh, Garmin. This is Garmin. Dude, that, oh my God, he had to been going at least fucking 100. Female suspect was pursued by officers. Everyone made it out without major injuries. Hear that, YouTube? Everyone's fine.
Please stay on the line and your call will be answered as quickly as possible. First thing the call taker.
Yeah! Okay, now this, dude, are we in like, why does this look like this is from the 1980s or something? We got this like beefed up, juiced up Jeep that looks like it's from the 80s. And we got this that looks like it's from the 80s. Got the American flag flying in the back. This is what I'm talking about. Is that Dean from Supernatural? Carry on my wayward side.
And I'm done.
This throttle got stuck. Oh, wow, that sucks. I mean, I wouldn't put that past those older vehicles. He's gonna run it, isn't he? Chat, remember, this would never happen in a roundabout. Whoa! What the fuck was that guy's name? The bus takes its turn prior to stopping. However, the black Toyota does not stop and collides. This guy's name is Colin Doig. Colin Doig. What an unfortunate name that is. Can you lower your cam? Colin fucking Doig.
This is a yoga studio, and I'm at the yoga studio.
Should I get you one?
No. Whoa!
Say it with me, chat. You know what? You guys just type it. You guys just type it in the chat. By the way, thank you subs for the $2. I don't know if I missed that. Just go ahead, type it in the chat. Type what I'm gonna say. You already know.
Good job, Nashville.
Whoa.
Yeah, there you go. You guys got it. You guys are catching on. What the fuck was this guy doing? All right, I'll put my face back up.
Dude.
What was he doing? Are you okay?
The cop's gonna get his, and he, yep. Knew that was gonna happen. It's always intersections, dude. Fucking intersections. Can't see the lights, but they are both one-way streets and only 25-mile-an-hour zone. Okay, so they're both stupid. What? You fall asleep at the wheel? Yeah, she got out of her car, so I assume she fell asleep. Okay. Why do I feel like he's going too fast? That's a Tesla moment. That's a Tesla moment right there. Pig, do I have a yacht? Do you have a Pig? Do you have a yacht?
Whoa.
I don't know, chat. You tell me. No injuries other than some scratches and bruises. Bro, I got what? How many lanes? That's 3. 3 fucking lanes, bro. Just cut as fast as he could.
Shit.
Yeah, it's that scene from Family Guy. Okay. Medical problem? You're not even gonna tell me what happened? Okay, whatever. It's fine. I don't care. I didn't want to know anyway. Is this dude honking at him? I can't tell if it's a part of the music or if he's honking at him. Okay. I was going to side with the truck on, or I was going to side with the motorcyclist on this one because, like, there's traffic ahead of him. So, like, the motorcyclist is fine. But why did you stop in the middle of the road? Why did he stop? Don't brake check when you're on a fucking motorcycle. Also, you can tell this dude is a terrible motorcyclist. Like, he almost lost his balance by turning around. Like, look at this. Look, he literally almost fell off the fucking bike from just turning around. And then he slammed on his brakes in front of him. Genius. Genius. Low speed accident cost my insurance company $100,000. Neither side agreed on who was at fault. I mean, it's kind of the motorcyclist's fault. I mean, you're kind of being a dick for honking at him, like, because, like, there's loads of traffic ahead. Who cares? But yeah, it's the motorcyclist's fault. Chat, at a Chick-fil-A yesterday, apparently in the Chick-fil-A parking lot, someone got hit by a car and got sent to the ER in a Chick-fil-A parking lot in my town. How does that even happen? A Chick-fil-A parking lot? And bro gets hit so hard, he's got to get sent to the ER?
The wrong way? I don't know. I might have missed, like...
She's playing bumper cards. Did she just... Did she dip? Why after she got hit, she like looked both ways like nothing even happened and then she just went on her merry way? That makes sense. Midwest core? Yeah. That's Midwest coded. Left turn without looking. Everyone ended up okay.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yo, I was jamming to that shit. Exchange information and other driver took full responsibility. That's good. Florida moment. I shouldn't laugh at it. I shouldn't laugh at this. But it's just like I like subconsciously I like set my brain up for something so ridiculous just because it's in Florida. And I was not disappointed. Did I miss Nexpo? No, we're going to watch Nexpo tomorrow because chat voted. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, bro, there was how? There's not just one. There's literally two. And a huge truck with a fucking trailer. How do you miss? Is that Josh A? Why did that say, was that Josh A? Sounds like Josh A. Thankfully, my airbags didn't deploy and I came out without a scratch. A bit shaken up, but that's all. Who the fuck is Josh A? It's a dude who I did a song with a long time ago. I don't know like any of his new shit though. See, I think that is him. That definitely sounds like him. Yeah, I did a song with Josh A a long time ago. Wait, we're that's gotta be him, right? I don't know what song it would be though. I don't know all of his music. Yeah, it definitely sounds like him. Yeah, but okay. Yeah, if it's not him, it sounds very similar. Shazam that song. I don't got Shazam on my phone. Should I Shazam it real quick? Should I get Shazam just to see? All right, fine. How do I do that? It's gonna bother me if I don't know. Well, I know it's on the App Store, but like, all right, installed. Okay, so I need to put my headphones up to it. Okay. Aha! It is! It is! It's Disgraced by Josh A. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Got him. Yeah, see, chat, look. See, I'm cool. I'm right. I'm right here. I'm cool. Ugh. I missed it. Drunk driver caused multiple collision and people were injured.
Here it's going this way. I thought it was like colliding.
Haha, so cool. I am cool. Okay. I did a song with a rap artist. I am cool. That's as cool as it gets.
Like that, but instead it's like that. And then it starts creating like this.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Like that. And then it starts creating like this.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's got to be road rage. That's a road rage brake check right there. Dresser fell off the back of a... Oh, never mind. Blocking the lane, causing rear end accident. Oh, I see it. Okay. Never mind. What? Dude, just like seeing the bump and then just like having this vehicle come over just with a destroyed back end. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I see what happened. Oh god.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
He almost pulled it off, chat. He almost looked cool.
Oh my god.
So close. And you know bro was trying. Like, ain't no way bro wasn't actually trying here. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell. You think he was trying? You think he was trying to drift?
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
It's close.
Oh my god. All that other shit is garbage. That's what I'm saying. It's whack.
Jeep. Oh. Another Jeep. Jeep on Jeep action. White SUV did not see the black Jeep in front of them, so they sped up and hit the Jeep. Who the fuck listens to this in their car? Forget the car crashes. Who listens to this in their car? Like, classical music is one thing, but like, this song? This song? Like, there are so many great classical songs, but this is like so overplayed, you know?
Oh shit.
That's some little eyesight. Yeah, that's like what you learn in like your first time learning music kind of shit, you know? True, it might be on a radio. God forbid someone catches a classical vibe. Dude, I like classical music. It's just like that specific song. It's like so, I don't know. It's always related to like children's shows or like kid stuff, you know? You just wouldn't expect an adult to just be jamming out to that song in a car. Yeah, I saw fucking Asmongold being played like while a cop was ended up shooting someone or whatever. Dude, it obviously cops watch Asmongold, bro. Like Asmongold's a bootlicker. Obviously cops are gonna love him. Like, bro glazes the shit out of cops. Oh my God! Wow. Whoo! Oh my God. That gave me a fucking heart attack, dude.
Yo, bro! Yo, you just crossed it. It's a green light.
Okay, first of all, why is the kid on the scooter going through the middle of the fucking road? First of all, like that's like number one. Like, yeah, he's obviously going when he shouldn't, but like he's in the middle of the fucking road. He's not even in the crosswalk. Yeah, that kid is very lucky he didn't die there. Jesus.
Warbly Blasco. Are you serious?
Ruh-roh. Oh, started changing lanes into, okay. Didn't start changing lanes until, I'm always nervous about that. Like trying to pull out on a road and then like, I'm worried like some asshole's gonna do that. Haha, pull out. Yeah, like sex, penises, and vaginas. Genitals.
Shit. Oh,
what the
man.
Fuck?
Damn, man.
Lady ran the stop sign and got hit. What is this picture? What am I looking at? Oh, scuff marks. Threatened to beat up the camera? Classic. Oh, we're back! We're back in Fresno! Fuck yeah! I don't know, bro. I don't know anymore. I don't know what's going on with that intersection, bro. We need to take a vacation. We need to take a field trip out there, dude. Figure out what's happening. That needs to be studied. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, shit. God damn. Fled the scene, of course. This baptism fucking blows. What the Jesus Christ, this baptism fucking blows. That was a whole mess of shit that was happening on my screen. Oh, God. Insurance found the girl that hit me was liable. Way up. Santa City, Philadelphia. Looks like it's not sunny in Philadelphia. Looks like it. Oh my God, dude. He fucking ping-ponged. How many times did he hit the wall? He goes boom, all the way to the next wall. Boom, back to the next wall.
We don't want to be involved in this accident.
Jesus.
Take us to full. That is That relatively decent.
Oh my god, this looks like hell. Oh yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh god. Oh god. He kept going, didn't he? Yep. Rear end. All right. I've stopped and offered the video for both drivers, no one injured. Dude, good fucking like, oh my, kudos to this guy. He fucking saw that from a mile away. Dude, he stopped so fast. Good fucking reflexes.
Now, mother... God damn! What the... It's not funny! God damn it! Yes, I'm okay. My God...
Was the other person laughing? He was yelling, it's not fun. Was the other person laughing? What the fuck?
God damn! Get his goddamn license! He's taking off!
Someone in his car, maybe, just laughing at his voice. Yeah, don't laugh at me. Okay. Yeah, that's what you get, bitch. That's what you get, bitch. Idiot with trailer stops to block left lane, swerves into truck who tries to pass on the shoulder. Stops to block. Wait. Oh, is he like fully blocking left lane? Oh, because it merges. Oh, that's what he's doing. Oh, he's stopping people from zipper merging. Thank you, Shy Marie for the tier 1. I see what he's doing. Why? To be an asshole. That's simple. He's mad that people are trying to pass him and his ego gets shattered because he sees people trying to pass him and he gets really mad about it. So basically 2 people with an ego problem. Sage of 6 Ramen. Chat, you guys think this guy watches Naruto? Sage of 6 Ramen? I don't know. Thank you so much for the gifted sub, Marie. Nerd. Honestly, at this point, I feel like Naruto's like, it's like the normie nerd, you know what I mean? That's not like, you know, you're not like full on nerd, but you're almost there. You're like, you're breaking into the, whoa! You're breaking into the realm of cringe, but you're not fully there yet. What even happened? Trying to lane split? It's fucking, what? Wait, what? Did he even hit anything? He didn't hit anything. He just threw his bike on the ground. He just like threw his bike on the ground. He like threw his bike and went, whoa! Did like a cartoon ass fall. Oof. Damn. Bro turned into a Beyblade. Garmin, show me this man's balls. I have a lot of questions. What? First of all, what? Second of all, what? What? Why does it? Are they like in the? Are they in the turn lane? What? Oh, okay. Huh?
God damn. What did that?
Yeah, that would be my exact reaction as well. Oh my god, my life would flash before my eyes. But seeing a fucking semi truck fly directly at your face. Oh my god.
What did that?
Dude, you're missing the best part. God damn it! I'm pissed. Now I gotta go listen to that song. Bro missed the road. Bro forgot to drive. Idiot proceeds to pass me from a right turn only lane.
What's your problem?
Wait. Huh? Oh, it's Oh, I know. Okay, I see. Okay, bro. Do you not see the teeth, the eyeball, the spoiler on the back of his car? Do you not understand who you're dealing with? Honestly, you should apologize for not allowing him to go in front of you. Like, it's honestly insulting that you would think that you could drive in front of someone like him. Okay? He's got teeth and an eyeball and a spoiler on this car. I don't think you understand the severity of what you just did. You don't mess with people like him. Okay? You don't fuck with people like him. Because he'll fuck you up. And kiss you on the mouth. Maybe give you a little touch on the balls or something.
What's your problem?
Fuck are you talking about? I'm talking about how badass that guy is. Did you not see the tattoos on his car? Oh, he just wasn't paying attention. Fair enough. He's late to the car meetup? Probably. With a car that cool? God, I want to be like him someday.
Oh!
How did two people fuck up that bad? Like, this Mustang didn't realize it was a red and slammed on his brakes. And then this car also didn't realize it was a red.
Oh!
They both are stupid. Huh? It took full responsibility. You know, at least we have some people who, you know, admit when they fuck up. Bro just drove directly into you and didn't even stop. Bro didn't give a fuck. Huh? Pit maneuver. I love slow crashes. Yeah, slow crashes are the most comedic because they're so ridiculously avoidable. They just like, they just don't stop.
About identical twins. I went to the bookstore every time a new one was out.
Pulled up to a construction zone and the lady in front of me started rolling back.
A huge collection, and I've been a collector ever since. Francine Pascal was born in New York City in 1938. She remembered her high school years as being pretty awful. In an interview for the publication Authors and Artists
What
for
are
Young
you
Adults,
doing?
she said the Sweet Valley series was what she, quote, fantasized.
Got out and she said her engine died. Did your brakes die too? I mean, honestly, good burn. What happened? I don't understand. Put it in park? You know? Put your brakes on?
High school was like for everyone else.
Like the lighter fluid you would use in Zippo, lighters or gasoline.
The power brakes die? My brakes don't work well if the engine's off?
She remembered her high school years as being pretty awful. In an interview for the publication,
You guys see any brake lights?
I've been a collector ever since. Francine Pascal was born in New York City in 1938. She remembered her high school years as being pretty awful.
Okay, yeah, those are brake lights. You know what? You're right. You know what? You're right. Those are brake lights. I stand corrected. But this doesn't mean you win. I need to make sure you got, don't start getting smug just because you were right about something, okay? It's a rarity. Okay?
Fantasized high school was like for everyone else.
For example, like the lighter fluid you would use in Zippo, lighters or gasoline. The economics.
An e-brake would still work though. I mean, to be honest, most people wouldn't even think about it, you know? I thought you were smarter than this, Pig. Yes, I am. But sometimes, you know.
And the environmental impacts look better when you target
It's just so comedically timed. Like, it's just, everything's normal. And the fucking car is driving completely diagonally into the, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? He's swimming. Chad, he's swimming. It's a swimmer. He's floating. Good thing the hog wasn't harmed. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh. Okay. Not what I expected. Not what I expected. There you go. There you go, chat. There's your sustenance. There's your sustenance of car crashes for a while, all right? Are you satiated? Huh? Or is your thirst quenched? Have you been quenched? Have you been quenched? No? Thank you so much, Outspector. I've said this in the YouTube comments before, but Garmin is fantastic. I adore the G1000. If Garmin makes product you need, do yourself a favor and get it. I will. I will. Are we ever quenched? No, actually. You're not. You're never satisfied. All right, guys. I didn't read the rest of it. Yes, I'm paying you to shill Garmin, Dance Monkey. I'd shill Garmin for free. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me today. If you guys want to watch the Nexpo video, we will be watching it here tomorrow around the same time. Probably Garmin. Probably Nexpo and then like a EWU video or something like that. Is there anybody to raid? Is there anybody to raid? Anybody to raid? Yeah, thank you so much, Captain Corn Cob, for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. Anybody to raid? Yeah, I don't really see anyone. Thank you so much, Captain Corn Cob, for the gifted sub. Oh, well. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Captain Corn Cob for the gifted sub. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. That's gonna be it for me, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Captain Corn Cob for the gifted sub. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Bye. I will see you guys tomorrow. Captain Corn Cob for the gifted sub. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Bye. That's gonna be it for me, guys. Bye. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Captain Corn Cob for the gifted sub. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Bye. That's gonna be it for me, guys. Bye. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Captain Corn Cob for the gifted sub. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Bye. That's gonna be it. Bye. 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 Captain Corn Cob for the gifted sub. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Bye. That's gonna be it. Bye. Bye.